Now students, our second sub question is 3 upon root 5 upon 5 root 7 comma root 63 upon 125. Now we have to compare these two ratios. So children, the solution will start as writing the question, and here you can see that I have put the arrow mark. That means we have to do the cross multiplication. That means 3 root 5 we have to multiply with 125, and 5 root 7 we have to multiply with root 63. Okay, now here you can see the 3 is outside the root. So when it comes inside the root, it comes out to be 9 multiplied by 5 multiplied by root 125. Okay children, now this comes out to be 9 5 is 45 multiplied by root 125. So when we multiply this row, both 25 and 45, that is 125 multiplied by 45, what we get is 5 5 is 25 carry 2, 10 12 carry 1, 5 1s are 5 6, 5 4s are 20 carry 2, 8 10 carry 1, 5. So we get here 5 2 6 5. So what we get is we get under root 5625. Okay, now children, the other cross multiplication we have to do is 5 root 7 with root 63. So here you can see the 5 is outside the root. So when it comes inside the root, it comes out to be 25. So 25 multiplied by 7 into root 63. So when we multiply 25 7 is how much? 175 multiplied by 63. So when we multiply this 175 with 63, what we get children? 15 carry 1, 21 22 carry 2, 3 1s are 3 5. Here 5 6 are 30 carry 3, 42 45 carry 4, then it is 10. So when we 5 2 10 carry 1, so here children, what we get is we get 11,025. Okay, now we have to compare. Now see children, since this 5,625 is less than 11,025, so therefore this under root 5,625 is less than under root 11,025. Now this 5,625 has come from which value? It has come from this value children, that is, therefore this 3 root 5 multiplied by root 125 is less than, and this under root 11,025 has come from which value? It has come from 5 root 7 multiplied by 63. So therefore now write the original value. So this original value has come from here. So that is 3 root 5 upon 5 root 7 is less than root 63 upon root 125. Is that clear children? Now students, from main question 3, compare the ratios. First one and second one I did. Sub-question 3 and sub-question 4 you are going to do by yourself. Now this is the fifth one which I have to compare the ratio of 9.2 upon 5.1 comma 3.4 upon 7.1. So here you can see that with the solution I have did the cross multiplication. So 9.2 I have to multiply with 7.1 and 5.1 I have to multiply with 3.4. So let us multiply now. 9.2 upon 7.1. 2 1s are 2, 9 1s are 9, 7 2s are 14, carry 1, 63 64. Okay, so here we get, when we add, we get 13 carry 1 5 6. So 65. But here decimal point, after two numbers we have decimal point. So here decimal point will come here. So that is 65.32. Okay, now next is 5.1. I have to multiply with 3.4. So here 4 1s are 4, 5 4s are 20, 3 1s are 3, 5 3s are, 3 1s are 3, and here it is 5 3s are 15. So when we add children, what we get is 4 3 7 1. So when we see the decimal point, here we have after two numbers, so it is 17.34. So here we get 17.34 children. Now you know that since 65.32 is greater than 17.34 children. So that means 65.32 has come from which value? It has come from 9.2 multiplied by 7.1. Therefore, 9.2 multiplied by 7.1 is greater than 5.1 multiplied by 3.4. Now, it has come from which value? It has come from the original. Now, write the original value. Therefore, 9.2 upon 5.1 is greater than 3.4 upon 7.1. Is that clear children? Now students, let us start with question number 4, sub question 1. Here quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram and the ratio of angle A and angle B of this parallelogram is given to be 5:4. Then find the measure of angle B. So children, will start here as let the common multiple be x. Okay. Then the ratio of angle A and angle B of the parallelogram is given to be 5:4. So therefore, measure of angle A would become 5 into x is 5x degree and measure of angle B would become 4 into x is 4x degree. Okay. Now, since it is given that quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram, therefore, as per the property of the parallelogram, the adjacent angles of a parallelogram are supplementary. That means if we add the adjacent angles of supplementary, we must get 180 degrees. Okay children, so therefore measure angle A plus measure angle B is equals to 180 degrees. So what is the value of measure angle A? It is how much? 5x plus what is measure angle B? It is given to be 4x degree. Okay, that's equals to how much? 180 degrees. So 5x plus 4x is how much? 9x is equals to 180 degree. Okay, so therefore here we get x degree is equals to how much? 180 upon 9, which is equals to 9 ones are 9, 9 twos are 18, 9 zeros is 0, so it is 20. So therefore the value of x we got it to be how much? 20. Okay children, now since we got the value of x is 20, so now we want to find the value of what? Measure angle B. So therefore measure angle B is how much? Is given to be 4x degree. So that means 4 into 20, that's equals to how much? 80 degrees. So therefore measure angle B is how much? 80 degrees. So you will write therefore the measure of angle B is equals to 80 degrees. Okay children. Now students, our second sub question of question number 4 is the ratio of percentages of Albert and Salim is 5:9. Then 5 years hence, the ratio of ages will become 3:5. Then find their present ages. They have given the children the ratio of present ages of Albert and Salim they have given. And after 5 years, their ratio of ages will become 3:5. Then find their present ages. So we will start as let the common multiple be x. And the next statement would be the ratio of percentages of Albert and Salim is how much? 5:9. Therefore their percentages of Albert is how much? 5 into x is 5x years and percentages of Salim is 9 into x is 9x years. Okay children. Now they have given 5 years hence. That means after 5 years, Albert's age will become 5x plus 5 years. Okay. And Salim's age will become 9x plus 5 years. Okay. Then according to the condition, what condition they have given? After 5 years, that means 5 years hence, the ratio of their ages will become 3:5. That means the ratio means this one, that is after 5 years, the ratio of ages of Albert and Salim, that is 5x plus 5 upon 9x plus 5 is equals to 3 upon 5. Now children, what we have to do? We have to do the cross multiplication. So when we do cross multiplication, what we will get? We get 5 into 5x plus 5 is equals to 3 into 9x plus 5. So now open the bracket, multiply 5 5 is how much? 25. Therefore 5 5 is 25. X plus 5 into 5 is 25, which is equals to 9 into 3 into 9x is 27x plus 3 5 is 15. Now children, what we will do? Here we have 25, here we have 25x here, and here we have 27x. Here we have 25 and here we have 15. So what I will be doing? Therefore 25, this 15 I'll bring it to the other side of the equation. So this 15 becomes minus 15 is equals to, here we have 27x. Now this plus 25 when you take to other side, it will become minus 25x. Okay. So now 25 minus 15 is how much? It is 10 is equals to 27 minus 27x minus 25x is 2x. Okay. So therefore what we get is, we get therefore x is equals to 10 upon 2. which is equals to how much? 2 ones are 2, 2 5s is 10. We get what? 5. Therefore, we get x is equals to how much? We get x is equals to 5. Okay. Now, let us calculate the percentages of Salim and Albert and Salim. For present ages of Albert. What is the present age of Albert, children? What we calculated? How much? 5 into x is 5x years. So here we get x, the value of x is 5x. It is 5x. 5x means 5 into 5. That is 25 years. Okay. For now, the present age of Salim. What is the present age of Salim, children? It is 9x years. So 9x. Yes, here also yes we have to put. Okay. So 9 into 5. That is how much? 45 years. So finally we will write, therefore, present ages of Albert and Salim are 25 years and 45 years. Clear? Students, you have to solve from textbook problem set 4, page number 78, main question 3, main question 6 and main question 7. These 3 questions you have to solve completely. Then this year from practice set 4.2, from main question 4, sub question 3, sub question 4, sub question 5, and question number 5, question number 6, question number 7 has been omitted. So I have not solved those sums. Okay. If any doubt, let me know.